Hello, I'm Corey. I've been living with stage 4 bowel cancer for 3 years. I've just done a podcast on Table Conversations with Craig Story, who happens to be my cousin. But before I go into that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's given on my Just Giving page. I'm raising money for private medical treatment for my cancer to hopefully help me live longer and get loads of more happy memories with my family and just have some great experiences. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. There's been so many people giving like really generous donations, friends and family. And then the amount of people, there's over 200 people given, and this has only been up and running for about a week. We've raised over £26,000. It's really overwhelming. I've also, as well as friends and family, we've got lots of people who I haven't heard of for a long time, who have given amounts of money. I've got ex-students that I used to teach giving money. It's just really nice to know that people care and want to help out, and I do really appreciate it. So on that note as well, some of you might be aware that I'm doing a gig on the Sunday the 10th of October at Tamworth Sports Bar. Starts at 4 p.m. and you can get tickets, which and that if you want to get tickets, I'm sure you can Google online, but we can put in the bio or in the comments wherever you're watching this. There'll be somewhere you can click on to get those, along with the Just Giving thing. So yeah, moving on to the table conversations, we'll be talking about my diagnosis and how I felt with that, the feelings, talking about the treatment that I've had from the NHS. And we'll also be talking about how I helped myself and kind of took control of my treatment with supplements and healthy living, things like that. I'll also be talking about some of the positives of having cancer. Actually, there has been loads of positives that have come out of me being in this position. It's not a position that obviously I'd want to be in, but there have been some really good times that I've had over the 3 years, and certainly intend to having plenty more. So on that note, hopefully tune into the podcast and hear some clips. Yeah, so generally things are going well and survived leukemia, and then all of a sudden I started to feel a little bit, I don't know, I think I was a bit stressed at work, a bit tired. I couldn't really put my finger on why I felt like this, and whether I was stressed at work because I couldn't cope because I was a bit more tired. Yeah, I don't know. And then things would happen. I'd get blood in my stools, and then say it wouldn't happen again for like a month, and then it would happen, and then it'd be 3 weeks, and then it wouldn't happen. I think, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. And I think I did put it off. I don't beat myself up about this because that's too easy to do that with hindsight. I did on that occasion, and yeah, went for the colonoscopy, and yeah, that's when the world changes, isn't it?
So you had the colonoscopy, and were the results instant, or did you have to go
back? Basically they said we have found something which the doctor is very sure is cancer. We'd have to confirm it with a biopsy, but yeah, you've got cancer there, and that was really upsetting. But yeah, little did I know how it kind of got worse from there. At that point, you start to learn the language of cancer and what to have cancer mean. I was thinking, I am gonna recover from this here, and from a doctor's medical point of view, you statistically have got less than I think it's less than 15% chance of surviving for 5 years. And you read those, and that's I don't think I've ever Googled anything it's been beneficial. It just sends worry down you, but you can't. Everyone knows you can't help yourself from doing it.
It's an addiction, and even doctors say that. I've seen like memes on Facebook where doctors have put, "Don't confuse your Google search with my 7 years at university." Yeah, it's true, because we all do it, but it's a dangerous path because it plays with this, doesn't it?
I think you can go the other way with it, and as well. So you just haven't got to buy into those statistics as well. Once you see them, for myself, I am positive. I've said before, am I deluded in the fact that I think I'm going to beat this at stage 4? Possibly, but that's my only option. I can sit here and say, the statistics say this, and I'll start planning my funeral or whatever, I can say, oh, bollocks to that. You know, I'll do something. I'm going to do everything I can to beat it. And there are people who are stage 4 who beat it. This guy was particularly chirpy, and he said, you know, you can be chirpy and positive, or you can be sad and depressed. It's all the same price. You know, you have a choice to be positive or negative. I know it's difficult for a lot of people, and it was difficult for me, but I thought, okay, that I was never had the Rett gene. That was never going to be any good. These things happen. I can mope around about it, or I can go ahead and keep living my life and do, you know, be positive and do things that are going to help me. And you say, I'll go on my bike, like this year alone. I think you've got to be positive about things, you know. There are so many, if you sit down and think about, I don't know, we might talk about it later, but the positives of having cancer, you know, there are quite a lot of positives out there, and that might be difficult for a lot of people to get their head around.
You think about, we talked about the time frame of this treatment, the treatment's going to be there and you're going to be looking after yourself while that's happening and going ahead. So what are your hopes for the future?
I think really just making more memories with friends and family, having a good time, and you know. But I mean, there are other things like really like I'd like to develop more of a purpose. I think that's the thing when you've got like it's great being positive. It's great, it improved my health, but it's been going on for 3 years now, and you know,